Now, Laganja, you living your truth and spreading the joy that you have for performing is something that you've always done, but no more so than when you go around and give people the dance classes that you do as Laganja Estranja's dance school. You've toured it all over the world. Internationally, honey. I mean, here you are with some of your students. You know, you do high heels masterclass, confidence workshops. You founded it with your partner Kristen. You've gone to Manchester, Nottingham, London, Newcastle, Dublin, Lima, Mexico City, Amsterdam. Totally incredible. What gave you this idea to start the class and to travel it around?
Well, honestly, it was my partner, Kristen Lovell, who managed me for over 5 years. She was the one who said to me, you know, we're already flying to these countries and you're sitting in the hotel during the day. Like, why don't we double book the doll?
Right.
And, you know, it was the most invigorating thing I'd ever done, truly. I love Laganja's Dance School with all of my heart. I believe in it so much. Obviously, during quarantine, it's been very challenging. I was lucky enough to partner up with the Broadway Dance Center, which is a legendary studio. I can't even believe that happened. And we did a Pride class. So that's the only Laganja's Dance School that I offered so far during quarantine. But I believe with all my heart when we're over with this and when I get back out into the real world, that is going to be something that really, again, separates me from a lot of other queens. Because when I'm in the studio and I don't have all this fabulousness on and I'm able to really look at the individuals in their heart, I can really change people. I have been given this gift thanks to my parents who are counselors for 30 plus years to make people feel accepted, to make people feel that they are gorgeous, that they are beautiful, no matter how high the leg kicks, you know, and that feeling and being able to give that feeling to other people, that's the most powerful thing in the world. I love the money, I love the cars, I love all the LA-isms, but what I really love is seeing people change right in front of your eyes and knowing that in 2 hours, you've affected someone more than had you just gone on stage and been sickening, you know? And for me, it's those connections that have kept me going because the people who've come to my Laganja's Dance School, I now call them basically House of Estranja, and I just feel so motivated by them because, you know, they go through a lot of stuff, as we all do as humans, and when they write into me and they tell me, but that thing I learned in your masterclass helped me deal with this, or after taking your masterclass, I decided to take another dance class, or I decided to go and take pole, or whatever it may be, that's the real prize.
Well, we put out the word that we wanted to hear from a couple of your students, and a few people sent in some testimonials.
Where are the Kleenex, Gorge?
Here's a picture of you and a couple of your students. There you are. Is that the normal class size for one of them, or sometimes are they way bigger or way smaller?
You shady motherfucker.
Just wondering.
Is that the average size of your class? Well, let me tell you, there's nothing about me that's average,
That's
baby.
right, Laganja.
Large and very much in charge. No, these were the students that had on the Laganja's Dance School t-shirt. So they got to take the picture with the doll because they had purchased the merch.
Well, because I remember at the Austin Drag Festival, that was a huge room packed with people.
I have taught, you know, classrooms as full as 3 people, as full as 30 people. You know, it really just depends. But for me, what I've learned is it doesn't matter the size of the class. I mean, it does because, hello, financially, we all need people to come to our endeavors to be successful. But really, for me, you know, Laganja's Dance School isn't about the money. It isn't about any of that. It's about a way for me to feel human again. So 3 people or 30 people, whatever the class may be, I'm going to give you my best always.
Yes. A couple of your students have sent in some testimonials to let you know how Laganja's Dance School has changed them. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name's AJ. I've done about 4 or 5 of Laganja's dance classes. And honestly, they are life-changing. Laganja is kind, sweet, patient. If you have no previous dance training, they break down every one of the steps and know what they expect you to do. Even if you mess up, there is no kind of, you know, you don't get told off like you would in a dance school. It's quite casual, but it's really, really fun. And honestly, it's a life-changing experience. I've made friends that I never would have met thanks to Laganja and her dance school. If you have the opportunity, I would definitely go.
So sweet.
So
I mean,
sweet.
that really says a lot, and it hits on a couple things. Don't worry, Laganja, we have Hey Qween tissues right
Well,
here.
of course you do, Gorge.
We have them prepped. We try not to make you cry, but it almost happens every time.
It does. It does. She's known for her crying. Yes.
We
I wear
love
my
you
heart on
for
my
that.
sleeve or on my
Yes.
shoulder.
Well, just like what AJ was saying there was that, like, you know, it touches on a couple special things. One is it's a very welcoming environment. You know, it's not like a high pressure situation.
No.
And that she's met and talked to and worked with and become friends with people that they might have never done that. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, the reason I get, emotional is because I really believe what AJ was saying, which is this class helps people find each other. You know, there are so many people who have never taken a dance class. This is their first dance class. And so they are nervous, which forces them to find other people in the room who are nervous too. And it builds relationships. And I think that's really cool that I've created a community of people that rely on one another. As I was saying, the House of Estranja, we have a thing on Facebook, and I see all the time the people commenting to one another and going back and forth, sharing their artistic projects. And I just think it's amazing that a 2-hour class can really create a community and a sense of belonging. I also love how AJ said, I don't critique them. I don't make them feel bad about not getting the choreography. I think a lot of times in dance classes, it is fierce. They're going to critique you as a teacher, which is super important. But that's not the point of my masterclass. The point is, like I said, to walk away feeling better and to feel like you are a superstar. So I'm just really happy. I'm just really grateful. I'm really thankful that what I am doing as an artist has an effect on people like AJ and can make them feel more confident.
Well, let's take a look at a video that Bonnie sent in.
Hey, my name's Bonnie. I'm 22 and I'm from the UK. I went to Laganja's dance school last year in August at Pineapple Dance Studios in London. And when we were there, Laganja greeted us beautifully with an amazing smile on her face. And the dance class was hard, but Laganja made sure that absolutely everyone that was there had a good time, made sure everyone was comfortable and absolutely slaying it. It was always in Laganja's best interest when we were dancing to make us feel like we were doing the best job. It was so fun. It was challenging, but the dancing was so fun. And when you were there, you felt such a feeling of unity. I honestly recommend it to anyone that would want to try. It's an amazing experience, and Laganja is honestly such a sweetheart. So send in all the love and go and book that dance class now. Go to Laganja's dance school.
I train them well. I train them well, honey.
Honey. Oh, so sweet. I mean, it's so nice. You know, the Drag Race fandom is so varied now, and it reaches so wide that it's beautiful that, someone can come in and get a taste of the dance and the world that Drag Race celebrates through working with you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like when I watch these back, of course, my first thought is, God, I miss this. And quarantine sucks, and I can't wait to get back out there. But I guess the other thought is, I worry so much about, as an influencer, my followers or how well my engagement is doing, because specifically during quarantine, that's how I'm surviving. That's how I'm paying my rent. So I sort of have to worry about those things. But when I watch something like this, it just makes me take a moment to realize that, yes, I'm having to focus on those things, and yes, those things are important, but that's not really what matters to me. What matters to me is that I'm able to make people feel like that. That's so cool. It's so cool. And I love being fierce and feeling celebrated and feeling fabulous, but I just can't echo enough how much I love making people feel great. Because I think as a drag queen, that's what our lineage has been. We have been at the forefront of the front lines, making people feel accepted. And to see these individuals just radiate such joy, it makes me know that I'm on the right track.
You are, sweetie. It's beautiful to see these smiling faces who just had such a great time with you. Honey, you always keep it interesting. You know, you've had such a journey from when we first met you and you were on Drag Race, and through all of your different artistic endeavors, you really radiate positive energy and that can-do spirit that drag is built on.
Yes.
And we love you and appreciate you.
Well, please know that the love is mutual and that I am just so grateful. As I said, all these years later, all the tears later, the crumpled up napkins, all that we're still here getting to do what we do. I feel so blessed, and I cannot acknowledge the fact that missing Lady Red right now is it's so weird. I mean, the fact that I don't look over and see her here and we didn't get our Hey Queen,
Yeah.
all that. But the fact that even through adversity, you've continued to do the show and you've continued to go on. And as queer people, we're all here making our art. I mean, I just think that is the most powerful thing that we can do, that we continue on, no matter the struggles, no matter the rejection, no matter the conflicts that we face. We're still out here doing that, and we're still fabulous. I mean, look at this, girl. We are covered in sequins from head to toe, and I think Lady Red is somewhere looking down on us, very proud of you for continuing this show.
She would have definitely said, baby, we didn't work all those years for you to give up. So she's here with me, and she's the essence of everything.
Absolutely, and trust and believe. I was so excited to give her my new edibles, so I may or may not have slipped her one. Just saying. I'm just saying, I may or may not have.
Laganja, we love you. And honey, you turned it so fiercely, as usual, that you have snatched the mega trophy! Yeah!
Wow, it's so big now!
That's
Oh my
right.
gosh! But it's still lightweight,
That's
so we like
right.
that.
You can
lightweight,
still do
heavyweight.
it.
Yes.
Now, honey, Laganja's not going anywhere. She's going to stick around and play Look It Up for a record third time. So you're not going to want to miss that. Thank you to Erickatoure, Aviance, and Adam Joseph. And thanks to all of you for watching, and to our lovely AJ and Bonnie who sent in their testimonials from Laganja's Dance School. If you get a chance to go to Laganja's Dance School, honey, you got to do it. And we'll see you next time on Hey Qween. Bye, baby.
Hello, children.